short. They'll try to convert through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Washington Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabs it at the 25-inch drop. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Washington. And they strike first. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
and he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gives it on the option. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third down, he drops the throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Husky. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll run it. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Karapateas. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
Completes it in the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal.
Sneaks it in. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fields. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Karapateas.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Washington right back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Fields. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Nittany will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires it down the seam. Tight end getting vertical. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down. Now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
6 Romaine. Banner.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go.
He's got it on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Set, ready.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Banner. Satellite. 414 satellite.
They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Military stunt.
They go right back to him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you.
Snatches it on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy and keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
22 water.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Now the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll give it to the back. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 3rd. Yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on them.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Davis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every quarter. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense,
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give as they work on that clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal.